Hey friends, welcome back to another episode of Hot News here on UFD Tech. Hope you all are enjoying your day, and specifically for my American friends, hope you're enjoying your Thanksgiving with your friends, your families, your loved ones, your work, in case that's where you are today. I had to work on Thanksgiving, many moon, and in fact, that's what I'm doing right now, bringing you the hot news. So let's go ahead and jump on into it after I tell you about today's video sponsor. Today's video, my friends, is brought to you by Skillshare. As we're getting closer to the new year, one of the things people like to do is set resolutions, and one of everybody's resolution should be to learn more, and Skillshare allows you to do that. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of classes in design, in business, in technology, whatever you might want to venture forth in this coming 2020, you can do that with Skillshare. And their premium membership gives you unlimited access to high quality classes from experts working in their field, like this class that I've been following, the Productivity Masterclass with Thomas Frank. Creating a custom system that works allows me to get my workflow on and make sure that I'm doing things as efficiently as possible, especially with half of my team all the way over in South Africa. Making sure that we have a system that fits our needs and we're being productive is definitely valuable to us, and you can learn that with Skillshare. And not only that, it's more than affordable with an annual subscription coming in at less than $10 a month. And if you use the link in the video description, skl.sh/UFDTech8, you're gonna go ahead and get 2 months of premium for free, which means you can get your learning on now, you can get a jump start on your New Year's resolution, and you can get ready and raring to learn all of the good things that you need for the next year. So check out Skillshare at the link in the video description, get 2 months of Skillshare Premium for free, my friends. Yes, so big thanks to Skillshare for sponsoring this video, and also don't forget that we currently have all of our merch 10% off thanks to our Black Friday sale. You can enter coupon code BF2019 if you want to get any of our merch, our UFD Tech Gator, our Hot Floppy, press F to pay respects, whatever you want, 10% off BF2019. But you know what is completely off of a couple of 2080 Supers? Their VRAM. Yes, my friends, the people over at Tech Lab have decided that they were tired of waiting around for Nvidia to make an RTX 2080 Ti. They did what Nvidia could not. They did what Nvidia has not announced, and that is an upgraded form of the RTX 2080 Ti. They took one from the Galax Hall of Fame, they massacred a couple of RTX 2080 Supers, and then just with sheer soldering skill and a lot of magic, they turned an RTX 2080 Ti into an RTX 2080 Super by putting the memory chips from a Super chip onto the 2080 Ti, and apparently it works flawlessly. The operating system in Windows was able to pick up the faster memory that was on this new 2080 Ti, and in fact they were able to overclock it to the point where they were not able to overclock a regular 2080 Ti, at least on the memory side of things. So the friends over at Tech Lab creating the world's fastest consumer GPU. It just happened to cost, you know, like $3,500 in order for that to happen, which, great, good. I'm proud of the Frankensteined that you guys did. I'm a little sad at the money that went into that, but obviously, you know, it'll be made up for by the fact that go watch their video. It's amazing. Check it out. Obviously, this isn't the exact 2080 Ti Super. There are rumors floating around that the 2080 Ti Super will indeed have some unlocked CUDA cores, so the people over at Tech Lab unable to replicate that. But the faster memory speed, which has been the staple on all of the supercards that Nvidia has launched, is there and ready and raring to go on the world's fastest RTX 2080 Ti. Speaking of things that we never have seen happen from companies, Google finally rolled out the buddy passes for anybody who picked up Stadia, the Founders Edition that is. In case you're not familiar, the buddy pass allows you to invite a friend who can get 3 months of Stadia Pro. I purchased a controller for Reece, who works here at UFD Tech, and he wasn't able to play it for the past couple days. One, because he's in South Africa. 2, because I didn't have a buddy code. But hopefully when he gets on over here to the United States, he'll be able to play it now. Thanks, Google. But they also announced that they were going to be rolling out new free games for Stadia Pro in December. That ruffled a few jimmies of people who had already purchased the free games of Tomb Raider and Farming Simulator 2019. Which is a collective of 5 people. So they raised hell on the internet, apparently, and they got Google to realize that they were out of goodwill to offer towards their Stadia people. And even though a company like PlayStation or Xbox isn't going to give you a refund if they happen to put their promo on the next PS Plus, let's say you bought Tomb Raider and PS Plus for December is Tomb Raider, they're not going to give you a refund. It's just part of the deal, okay? You get a free game, suck it up. I'm getting really spicy here on Thanksgiving, but Google, out of free will, or Google out of goodwill with their customers, decided that they were going to refund anybody who purchased the Tomb Raider and Farming Simulator 19. I'm so glad for everybody who got that refund. I'm sure you needed it. Why am I so sassy today? I'm gonna stop being sassy, okay? Sass over. Let's go ahead and talk about how you can play Stadia on not just Pixel 4 devices. Yes, my friends, in case you are willing to root your Android device, you can play Stadia on that, as long as you obviously have the Stadia subscription with the controller, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, as long as you root the device, you use Magidisk to get it to identify as a Pixel 4, and then there you go. You're off to the races playing Stadia on that. This also apparently works on a rooted Nintendo Switch, and in case you don't know what I'm talking about, you can put Android on your Nintendo Switch. Check out our video that we did of it right up there, and that'll work for that as well. But you know what's gonna work for you when you pick up the next generation of consoles this time next year? Oh yes, my friends, you don't think that they're gonna be out by Black Friday? Ha! You're gonna be getting a PlayStation, you're gonna stand in line for a PlayStation 5. You know you will. Anyways, apparently it's going to be including Samsung's next generation memory, or at least that's according to a slide coming out from Samsung saying that the next generation of consoles in 2020 are going to have optimized NVMe. What that means, we're not quite clear. It probably has something to do with technology that is similar to Optane, but also utilizing NVMe. Their slides are showing that it can be over twice as fast as typical SATA SSDs, which is currently what my PS4 Pro is running right now, which is much faster than the traditional ones that ship. So that's a welcome improvement, and if they can actually make good on that, then I'm happy. Samsung, Sony, Microsoft, give me my games faster. I'll be waiting in line next year. You know I will. I'll have a PlayStation 5. I'll probably have an Xbox Scarlet as well. Tech Channel's got a tech. In case you purchased one of Intel's slower 10D series CPUs, that's the Cascade Lake X, 10D90XEs, all of those, well, there's apparently a new BIOS update coming out that's going to improve overclocking capability for those chips, as well as maximize the overall performance for the 10D9080XE, 940, 920, and 900X, respectively. So in case you have one of those chips for some reason, or they're slower than their predecessor of the 9980XE, and then they're nowhere near the value of Threadripper, don't know why you would buy them, just go with the 9980XE or go with that. Dumb. But you know what a lot of people went with? That's right, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Apparently it's the fastest selling Star Wars game ever, according to the people over at EA and Respawn. That doesn't mean it's the highest grossing, which will likely go to the multiplayer games that have tons of microtransactions, such as Battlefront 2, but it is quickly selling, and it's the fastest selling game for EA on PC. Imagine that. There you go. People really loved it. Have you played it? Do you enjoy it? Let me know down in the comments. And then, in case you are ready and raring to go for the other single-player game that everybody seems to want, and that's Cyberpunk 2077, well, CD Projekt Red has come out and said that it is likely going to have a shorter core story than The Witcher 3, but have a more expansive and immersive side quest system. Whereas in Witcher 3 there were a couple of side quests that ended up playing into the main narrative, a lot more of those will come into play in Cyberpunk 2077. And then there's also an article that I read that I haven't included in the notes just because I was horrified at reading it, but apparently the sexual scenes in Cyberpunk 2077, well, CD Projekt Red wanted those to be as accurate as possible, and they mocapped it? They motion capped the sex scenes, Cyberpunk 2077. I don't have any commentary on that. I have commentary on the next article, which is Ford Mustang's Mach-E First Edition is now sold out in the US. If in case you wanted to get one of those, well, suck it, nerds. You can't. I'm sassy. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do about myself right now. Anyways, apparently Ford has said that they can only really produce about 50,000 of these Mustangs in the first year due to battery constraints, but this is just the first edition that is sold out. There's going to be other ones such as the Premium Edition and the Select, California Route 1 and GT variants that are supposed to be coming out later. So you're still going to be able to get one of these ugly SUV looking not Mustang things in case that's what you want, but first sold. And what's being sold a lot of right now is Valve's Steam controller, because it's currently on sale at the Steam sale that's going on for only $5 plus around $8 for shipping plus a little bit of tax, which gives it to you for $13 to $14, which is a major discount over the $50 without shipping and tax that it was previously. But this is apparently because Valve is going to be discontinuing the controller. So the sale that is going on right now until December 3rd is going to be the last that you're going to be able to get of this strange controller, but also it's super flexible and customizable. So in case you want that, or you just want to try to misguided company ventures, well then Valve Steam controller ready to go. Anyways, Google has also come out and talked about how they got their Pixel 4's night sky photography to look super good, and that is apparently through a lot of AI trickery and changing things that would normally happen on a regular camera where you have to set a long exposure time. Well, they're faking that by setting multiple shorter exposure times and then AI merging them together, detecting what should be light, what should be dark, and then creating the beautiful sky photography images that you've been seeing from their night cameras. And in case you want to pick up a Google Pixel 4, which not a lot of people want to because of the garbage battery life, but does have amazing 90 hertz screen and also has the astrophotography setting, we have a special promo link that Google sent me where you get $50 off, and I get $50 off the Google store if you buy one, so you can use that. It'll be linked in the video description. In case you're looking at picking up a Pixel 4 this holiday season, use my link, help me out, help yourself out. Pixel 4, loving it. And then in case you've had a Twitter handle that you've been having your eye on, but some jerk has been just sitting on it for ages, well, Twitter announced that they are going to start working on cleaning that up, and after 6 months of not logging in or no activity, they were going to start canning Twitter accounts. But then they put the brakes on that because they realized that a lot of dead people don't use their Twitter accounts anymore, and if you delete those, well then friends and family lose the memories of those people. So they're putting the halt on it for right now until they figure out how to memorialize certain Twitter accounts, and then they will proceed forward with the allowing you to get the Twitter handles. I don't have one that I've been dying to pick up, but do you have a Twitter handle that you've been holding on to or looking at that somebody's been holding on to? Let me know. And in case you've been waiting for Red Dead Redemption 2 to get off the stupid Epic Game Store or Rockstar launcher, I can't remember what it launched on because I didn't play it because it was such a mess on PC. Anyways, it's coming to Steam December 5th. You can pick it up there. And then in case you want robots to sound more creepy, Alexa is now getting emotions. Yes, Alexa will now be able to sound happy or disappointed, depending on certain scenarios that are happening. Such as when you answer a trivia question right, Alexa can sound excited for you, or she can read the news in a news anchor way. No, thank you. No. Stop trying to contextualize this to me and make it seem natural, okay? I know it's not okay, which is part of one of the reasons why I like it, all right? That sounds weird out of context, but the whole point is I like my AI to seem I want it to be in that uncanny valley because then it makes me suspect of it. I'm aware. I'm there. Don't give me this, stop trying to humanize. Well, stop trying to get IP addresses is what is being said to Europe right now because the Regional Internet Registry for Europe has announced that they have run out of IPv4 addresses to hand out to whoever wants them. They say that this shouldn't be a surprise. They knew that this was coming a long time coming, just because IPv4 having a short selection and they haven't yet quite switched over to v6. And in case you look at RIPE's website, what you'll see is that all the people who are waiting currently for IP addresses, the way that they're going to get IP addresses for the people who are currently in the wait list is by like decommissioning ones that have gone obsolete that nobody needs anymore. Kind of like what Twitter is doing. There you go. And then to end this episode of Hot News, let's talk about milking VR cows. And no, I don't mean cows milking in virtual reality. This is not like a 1-2 switch scenario with, you know, a headset. This is actually talking about cows that are in VR, kind of like a Matrix, but for dairy products. It's gorgeous because researchers are finding out that when they put a VR headset onto the bovines, they are more relaxed and calm, and therefore can produce more succulent juice out of their teats. This is the greatest article to end on a Thanksgiving episode of Hot News. Friggin' matrixing all of the cows, okay? No cows get to live in real life anymore. They get to be placid little content lactose producers. Thank you, cows, for your endearing sacrifice. It means a lot to me. And thank you for my endearing sacrifice for delivering news to you on a holiday, no less. Okay? You're welcome. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. This was for you. I'm thankful for you guys. Thank you for sticking around for UFD Tech, and especially for the transition back to the United States. It's meant a lot. I really, really appreciate it. I I also really appreciate today's video sponsor. Don't forget that today's video is brought to you by Skillshare. Use the link in the video description to join and learn the classes with thousands of different classes in whatever type of category that you want. skl.sh/UFDTech8 to get 2 months for free. Anyways, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Get subscribed to stay up to date on all of our tech-related content. I think tomorrow we're going to be doing a Black Friday live stream, so stay tuned and stay subscribed for that in case you want to check out all of the best deals that have been happening pre-Black Friday. You can check out the previous videos up there or the links in the video description to the previous videos. Do that, save some money, make us money through affiliate links. It's great. World goes round, and I'm gonna roundabout end this episode of Hot News. I don't know why I had to spin to do that. Bye. Sneezies. I've got sneezies.